Hello everyone, welcome to the next stream. Today we're going to be trying out some of this new Japanese scenery. We've got a couple of guys with us. It's going to be in two parts because, as you might imagine, there's an aircraft just diving into the ground behind me while I'm introducing the channel. There's quite a large distance across Japan, so we're going to do it in two parts. So this is part one over to Osaka via a couple of decent interesting points as we travel across the island rather. And we are starting, we're in Nagasaki, aren't we, Kitty?
Yeah, we are.
Couldn't even remember. Right, if you want to do some chatting then, Kitty, say hello.
Oh, alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fly From Home channel again. Hope you're ready for some absolute mayhem. We've got a cross-country flight. We're not going to be doing it VFR with maps because, surprisingly enough, none of us have any VFR maps of Japan to hand. So we're going to be using the sort of GPS, but we're going to try and keep it sort of VFR type stuff fairly low. My colleagues have all got nice shiny turboprops, and I'm the pleb who is rocking a piston twin. So we'll see how well that goes for me. Might be unmitigated disaster on the way. Yeah, we'll see. We've got some interesting points coming up, and we also have a tour guide with us. Would you like to introduce yourself, Banshee?
Well, it's a very generous introduction, I suppose. But yeah, I have a higher than average interest in the Japanese history, I suppose, and got some tidbits waiting.
What we're going to have to ensure on this stream is that we all stick together, because if Banshee says, over there to my right, and Kitty's flying in the wrong direction, I'm over in the north somewhere, and you're talking on your own, then it's not going to make for good viewing.
Which is a distinct possibility, like half of us are just sticking out of the sea.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's lots of people flying around this airport, and one has just nosedived at the start of the stream, so expect it to get better from here.
It's going to be pretty hectic. There's one more person to introduce, by the way.
Yes, there is. We've got a veteran now. This is like his nth stream. I can't remember how many you've done now. Say hello, Mel.
Hello, Mel.
Right, so we've got... Interestingly, I can only see...
World's
Oh no, there's
shortest intro.
two TBMs. Two TBMs, guys. Just let that one sink in, because, you know, one TBM isn't enough. And then Kitty's next to me on the left in a Baron. And then I've taken the King Air this time, so expect me to take a very long time to get airborne.
I want to believe.
Got some strange graphic things on the fence in front of me. Anyone else getting that? There's a chain link fence in front of me, and it's just flashing away like there's some sort of graphical glitch.
Yeah, we need to put NVIDIA's AI on that stuff.
Anyway, I need to work out what buttons to press. When are we going to get going then, guys? Are we all going to start up together?
Let's get fired up. Should we have a race to see who can start their engines? I bet I win.
I might use my checklist. Parking brake is set. Oh, I can tick it off.
Checklist. I've got an issue.
Power
I don't
levers
actually have
to
to turn the
idle.
engines off to turn it back on again. And the other issue is if I turn it off, I will have to wait like a few minutes because
My
the
God.
altitude will be too high.
I'm just sitting and moving the propeller levers, and then some other aircraft / pilot just teleported into me.
Oh, yes.
That
you
made
have
me
a
jump.
friend.
What a legend.
They should be
They're
fuel
still
cut
there.
off. Like that. I'm probably going to make some King Air experts twitch unnecessarily here when I do things wrong or mishandle it. But don't worry, it's just a simulation. I'm not going to hurt a real engine.
But yeah, you've got to remember that Jack is the biggest King Air aficionado, shall we say kindly, out of everybody. He's not here tonight, so we're good.
Got my route programmed in. We're allowed to use GPS this time, so, you know, it's no longer cheating. Right, ignition and engine.
Yes.
I'm going to put the gens on. Don't trust that. Right, ignition and engine start on. What was that? You've got a van in you, Kitty.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just decided it wants to just drive into you.
I hope the map in Osaka is good, because if it is good, there's some pretty good... Yeah, I can actually see it when I scroll over. That's really cool.
Yeah, Osaka's pretty good. I did a little test yesterday to check out if it was sort of worth seeing on a stream, and it did look very cool, although I didn't understand anything like what any of the places were.
Yeah. Now I'll scroll over now because there's some ancient stuff that you can still see there, which is
Oh, nice.
just north of S.
Oh, I'm supposed to be at low idle. Whoops.
Nice.
ITT and N1.
It's already screwing it up.
ITT
Yeah.
and N1. I have
What a noob.
monitored them.
Mm.
Right. Oil pressure.
I don't know how we're going to get any weather data for Nagasaki because my app isn't working. It's giving me a TAF but no METAR. I mean, it might be because it's very early in the morning and nobody's there to do a METAR, but...
Well, we just get the ATIS, like normal people.
Alright.
Oh god, there's a TBM drifting next to me now.
Yeah, that's the.
Well, we are in
those
Japan, so, you know.
Amazing.
Left
I can't
engine
think
start,
copyright.
repeat procedure. Okay.
Somebody smack Knight of Fire on
Left
and let's
on.
just watch him go.
12% N1 minimum.
Yeah, the ATIS ain't working for me, boys. So...
You're gonna have to do your best ATIS voice and pretend to be it. Just make something up.
Okay. Well, let's just... I'm pretty sure we're at 0 feet elevation right now, so let's just set whatever the altimeter says to 0 feet, and that should be our QNH.
Yeah, I can see the water through the fence over there, so...
Yeah, yeah.
Healthy engine start. Excellent. 50% N1.
Well, I'm running. I'm ready to do whatever.
Me too. After starting engine. Avionics master on.
Cause system test. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've got a QNH of 2.9 and -6, by the way, so... I'm
Alright.
guessing
put the lights
that's-
on now. What is this? Should have put them on before. I should shout clear prop as well. My god. In Japanese. What's clear prop in Japanese?
I have no idea.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, please don't stand where the spinny bit goes.
I like this checklist. Avionics master switch on. Lights on. Parking brake release. Okay. We're just gonna go.
Just release
Haven't
it.
done anything else between those steps. We're just gonna take the brake off and go.
Yeah, see you boys. Straight out. Just hop over the fence.
Right. Yeah,
can't
I've
really
got good engine
push
starts.
I might have to do a little like 180 turn over here at full thrust. Oh yeah.
Now, remember guys, it's 200 knots maximum, so in those little sports cars of yours, you're going to have to slow right down. Especially once you've taken off and you've vastly overtaken everyone.
You've got twice the thrust in there, so I think you might have to limit yourself.
But there's
But it's
something going on
probably
with the
also
rolling
got
resistance.
twice the drag as well, so we'll
Well,
see.
It does go very fast.
Speaking of which, let me check my loading here.
Push back doesn't stop. I think
Oh,
I'm getting pushed in a circle.
You need to press Shift P again. or
Get
set
pushed
your
into the
parking
sea,
brake.
mate.
You just get How has it turned you?
Oh, bye then.
Great.
Oh, I'll get a pushback as well. I don't want to have to tune at any frequency because then they just start talking to you.
Nagasaki ground, Beechcraft Golf. Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet.
I'm just in the grass now. Very good.
Yeah.
Professional.
Okay, we're gonna have a bit of trouble taking off because there are people taking and landing off in both directions on the same runway.
Sounds like a Microsoft Flight Simulator 10
Nagasaki ground,
stream
Beechcraft Golf.
Steam
Foxtrot,
server.
Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet.
Ah.
Yeah, there's some absolute mayhem going on here. There's a King Air doing a low pass followed by a TBM.
That is just a tremendous sight. Only in Japan.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's just standard for Japan. Maybe they're watching anime as they fly.
Oh, watch the prop, mate. Oh my god. Right, I've just made a mess of this guy.
Oh, God.
Apparently he's trying to push me back, but he's just decided... Oh, there we go. Oh,
Just
and
like
I
that.
said the wrong
Is he
way.
committing Sudoku?
Nagasaki Ground, Beechcraft Golf. Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet.
It's not really Sudoku for somebody else doing it to you, though, is it?
Watch out the way, Van.
It's Sudoku by proxy.
Nice sunglasses this ground worker, though.
Nagasaki Ground, Beechcraft Golf.
They're pretty
Foxtrot,
styling.
Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet, requesting the end of pushback.
Just feel my jealousy, though.
Stop.
Someone in chat says bring back Saki. Yeah, we'll do our best, assuming we don't all crash into the sea.
Oh my gosh.
Right, brakes off. Note the brakes off time. Away we go. I'm just gonna taxi out because I'm not a attention seeker.
Where's the third TBM come from?
That's just our new friend.
Yeah.
TBM jail. Newly released.
I'm loving the
What?
use of your flashing landing lights there, guys.
That. Oh, I should turn that. I want some of that. Oh yeah.
Warning, okay.
Just bear in mind that's a feature for approach to scare birds, not for making a disco on the ground.
Oh, I should
Oh,
have
mine
these
isn't
on as well.
flashing.
No, yep.
So
Ah, there we go.
I've got no idea wind-wise. Have we got a windsock anywhere? Can we see one?
It's a
We
big
have-
orange thing. Usually just near the runway.
Thanks for that useful piece of information.
No
Can
problem.
anybody see one with their ocular receptors on their face?
Mark 1 eyeball.
Mark one eyeball,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I cannot.
Okay, well, fair enough. Well, this lunatic in the TBM who's currently doing aerobatics is coming from the opposite end, so
Ask
I
him what
guess
the
we
wind
don't
is.
argue with him.
Open the window and ask him. Or, you know, if you're a proper pilot, you should be able to, like, watch his flight path and see what way he's drifting.
Yeah. Can we see which way the clouds are moving, guys?
Hang on.
Although that wouldn't
No.
be much help for the wind on the ground,
I
would
might
it?
be able to check the weather
Go
on.
on, Banshee.
Thank you, man.
No
I think
problem.
the best way to do it is just lick your finger and stick it out the window, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Agreed.
if golfers can do it, why can't we? I mean, all the rich pilots are golfers, so.
All the rich pilots have a Cirrus, though. None of us are in one
Yeah.
of those. So.
That's 170 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, well, 250, I think, for the 22 turbo. I'm not sure.
What's the IKO of this place? Come on, we can find the weather. Oh, go away. Don't want that.
Oh, speed you mean, Banshee? Yeah, it doesn't. It does. I don't know, 150 maybe the
Oh, I see,
SR22. I thought you meant like how much does it cost?
Oh no. Well, that's a question I never will need to get answered anyway.
yeah.
Is the field elevation meant to be -5 feet? Or...
No. Set your QNH. So we don't know what the
Yeah.
QNH is, but if
I
you
would-
roll your barrow setting, so you're getting 0 because we're obviously pretty much at sea
Oh.
level here.
The closest one was -5 feet. If I go any one higher,
There we
it's
go.
10.
Nagasaki weather.
Okay, 299.6 it is.
Oh, it was made 6 hours ago. Well, probably because we're out of.
Because
Probably
it's
not
the
open. Yeah.
early hours of the morning, isn't it? At the
Yeah.
moment in Japan.
It was 1013 6 hours ago, and the winds were from the east-northeast.
All right.
1013.
Okay. So let's go east facing then, or the most east facing of the runways.
So what's the runway? 1533. So what?
Next
what-
question.
one-
It's the
runway
one that's
15, don't we?
going. Yeah.
So I need to turn right.
Yes, you do.
It's nearly the right direction as well. So we go downwards.
Let's go.
What sort of height do we need to get to, guys? I mean, obviously we would have checked our minimum safe altitudes, and
Yes.
Well, we did a bit of a test flight at 5,000 feet and didn't crash into a mountain, so I'm guessing our MSA is 5 or 4.5. So
Be
let's
careful
roll
there,
with
Banshee.
5.
We got
Mm-hmm.
traffic on the taxiway who's about to.
Yeah, it was
Kamikaze.
the third TBM friend.
Yeah, they. Oh, nearly kamikaze into getting.
But
Is it just me, or does the throttle? This is meant to taxi in beta prop, and I'm using 50% alpha to get moving. What are we doing?
You taxi in beta? What? How do you move forward?
Well,
Beta,
no, it's just that,
beta actually means ground range.
yeah.
That's pretty good
I'm
landing from the
confused.
A20.
It's just that when you don't have it in beta range, the
Yeah, if it
thrust
had
is
wheels,
just
it would
too
look even
fast.
better. Oh, there they are.
Oh, they just spawned him.
Yeah, they did for me as well.
Yeah,
Have I got takeoff flaps out?
ME262 approach.
Flaps are for scrubs. We won't be
flap
using those in this airplane.
Oh, it's here. Oh, flaps are up. Oh dear.
No, I don't really understand how they've modelled the thrust. I guess it's just... Oh, I think if you put your throttle to idle in your physical throttle, it goes into the beta range. I see.
Slow down. Jesus Christ. Why are we taxiing like a certain airline? What's with the speed? Oh Jesus, the DA-62 just spawned and then despawned in front of
Just
us.
appeared. Someone appeared
Not
in
that
me. Okay,
Loop.
so it's not 1.5, it's 1.4, but it's close enough.
That's
Oh,
a
the
TBM
what's the
boost.
rest of them?
TBS
Oh.
just teleporting.
That must be the
Holy shit.
Japanese Air Force. It just keeps
moving
warping.
intercept.
Wow.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
Oh, and it's gone.
It probably crashed. Just
Yeah, no, it broke the fucking speed of light. TBM was
Gosh,
too
how
fast.
did you guys get there so quickly?
It's not me. I'm not the front.
He lied as naturally as he breathed.
Oh, that's off. Taxi, landing lights, strobe lights.
Oh, I can hear an angry engine.
Right, I'm all good to go. So we're going to take off, and I think I'll hang around by the airport until everyone's up, and then we'll head to the first place.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Flaps are set. Trim. Where's my trim? Oh, there's my trim. I can't actually see because the throttle's in the way. Is that neutral? About there. Right, let's do it.
Gosh, the sounds of your engines as you're trying to enter the runway.
Mine.
Just all of them.
I'm going to need all the help I can get because I think my takeoff roll is significantly longer than the TBM's.
Okay, I'm lining up. There's a... Is that the aerobatic TBM that's going around there? This is going to make things interesting. So at a controlled airfield, you can be given a line up and wait command before the other airplane has cleared off. So let's assume I got one of those.
Interestingly,
And
I've got no airspeed. Why have I got no airspeed? What's going on here?
I figured out the throttle thing. 50% of your physical throttle only puts it up to like 15 to 20% torque of alpha range.
So my standby instrument has got an airspeed, but my primary has not.
interesting.
There's a very laggy TBM over there.
Yeah. He's just doing his thing, you know. He's trying to get employed by the... I don't know, what's the equivalent of the red arrows in the Japanese world?
Anime arrows.
Anime arrows, got it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to stop blinding everyone with my flashing lights.
I'm just going to orbit the airport until everyone's up, guys.
It's making us look like the slow coaches.
We'll get out of 10. I think there's a fairy tale a bit like this.
Still a bit confused as to why my instruments aren't doing anything.
The Jimbo and the TBM or something.
I'm not
like
sure, but I'm assuming it's your fault.
Probably. I've probably switched something off that I shouldn't have.
that. That's the real pilot troubleshooting method.
Rebooted my avionics master, see if that does anything.
So what's the cause? If the engines are not off, then it's probably the pilot's fault.
Yeah. Be aware, guys, there's a bit of cloud at 3,000 feet.
Perfect.
I mean, it seems pretty patchy, so I mean, we could carry on. Well, we need to carry on above it to 5,000, otherwise we're going to become a permanent fixture on the side of a mountain. So
I haven't actually got any cloud.
Are you sure you're set to live weather?
Positive rate, go up.
I'm just curious as to why my screens are frozen, to be quite honest with you. Oh well, battery master off then. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Oh, gen's off. There we go. No, that's not made a difference.
Kitty's actually gained quite a lot of altitude.
Yeah, don't underestimate this thing. Cow flaps.
You might struggle with against the 4,000 feet per minute of the TBM, but let's leave that.
So, I'm right up by the clouds at about 3,600 feet.
I'm at 5,000, just circling the airport, well above the clouds.
There's... oh, hang on. Standby display. Okay, no, that doesn't work. You say you're at 5?
Yep.
I'm going to have to restart this aircraft, I reckon.
Control E.
It's all going great.
Yeah, let me reload. I'll just arrive straight on the runway again. Oh, Ricky's with us as well.
Yes, that is the 30 TBM we had actually.
Ah, I see.
Was that the yellow cub? Was it?
No, he must be in a TBM. I think.
Oh, you mean the prior proprietor of the yellow cub? I think
Yes,
he
yes,
was
yes.
the famous yellow cub from our
yes, he
Rockies
was.
stream. Yeah.
Sorry, yes he was.
Legendary. There you go.
Maybe I should plug my yoke in before I rotate. Yes, that is a shout. Jesus, doing rate 1 turns in this thing at like 190 knots. The radius is quite large.
Oh, very pretty, isn't it?
Right, let's try again.
Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet at runway 32 ready for takeoff.
Hey, there we
to the
go.
south.
Right. It's working. On the wrong runway, but never mind. Actually got an airspeed rising now.
Can everybody see me, by the way? Because I'm feeling quite lonely flying around here. I can't see anybody.
I can see your ass.
Cute. Follow my butt.
Ass to you going. Is that A5 in the water down there?
Beechcraft, Foxtrot, Hotel Juliet, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave.
What's
my
that, sorry?
airspace.
There's something that looks like it's very in the blue.
Very in the blue. Right, so where are you guys? I'll form up on you. Oh, are you behind me?
Just in the overhead.
Oh, okay.
I'm up 5,000 feet, just flying around the overhead.
Okay.
Yeah, Ricky and Mel are together somewhere, it looks like.
Are LCD displays the norm in modern planes? I'd say pretty much 90% of new aeroplanes have primary flight displays and multifunction displays, like flat panel things like we have in these airplanes. Yeah. Some still have steam gauges, but I'd say they're in the sort of minority. I think you can order some aeroplanes like Moonies and stuff with old-fashioned gauges still. Don't know why you would though, unless you're Jack.
Or me. That's allowed, right? I can do it.
Well, yeah, assuming you had enough money to buy a plane.
Oh, I see. I wish.
Beechcraft Foxtrot Hotel Juliet, acknowledge last transmission.
Oh my god, ATC is just... right, they need to shut up.
Yeah, I think I see that plane that's in the water. Banshee.
Yeah.
What's up with that? It looked
He's
a bit-
enjoying life. He's enjoying life. It's fine.
There is a
Oh, what am I doing? My height keeping's all over the place.
there's a float plane in the game, right? Because it's the
Yeah.
one. With
Oh
the
yeah, it could be that horrible floating
The icon.
bathtub plane.
The icon.
The
Yeah.
icon, yeah. It is an icon.
Beechcraft Foxtrot Hotel Juliet.
Oh, where are we going? We're still just looping. Because we're all next to each other.
Yeah, we're just orbiting. Waiting for Captain My PFD doesn't work to catch up.
I'm here.
Him
I'm
racing
running around the
past.
orbit. I can't see you
Oh,
guys.
right.
You're right next to everything.
Hey, I see you. You just flow right under me.
Andy? Oh yeah.
I'm
Right.
braking right to stick up to you.
You guys
gonna-
are all like at 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
Beechcraft Foxtrot Hotel Juliet, ATC services terminated.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
Right, so we're going to get on track then, guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, assuming that everybody is sort of caught up by now.
I'm actually in cloud, so can't really...
I can see a little flashing tail light.
He's losing quite a lot of altitude on my
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's alright.
you're oscillating quite a lot there, my dude.
Yeah, that was the autopilot.
Oh, hang on. How many points do we lose for autopilot use?
I'm the
Uh-oh.
camera car, so I should be allowed to put it on autopilot so I can pan the camera around.
Oh wow, okay, sure. I'm struggling to make 200 by the way. We may have to slow things down to about 180.
Okay, 180 it is.
I'm doing 200 knots TAS.
200 TAS.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good enough.
All right, shut up then.
So this is what happens when you don't pick the TBM, of course.
At least I was brave enough to try something that's not a TBM.
Yeah, dude, I really want to take the caravan.
Excuse
but
me.
I feel like it's the camper van of planes.
Yeah, it is actually. In real life, it's just like it is just a van.
So
the
what
Ford
speed?
Transit of airplanes.
What speed do you want us at?
Oh, I think I can make 190. I'm making 190 indicated at the moment.
Right, well, we better slow down, everyone, so that Captain Slow can catch us up.
The abject rudeness of these turboprop weirdos.
Just gonna try and get
Okay,
back on track.
finally catching up. Okay, let's do this.
I'm just
I don't
slowing.
have any data on my nav screen, by the way, so I'm gonna get horribly lost if I lose you.
Well,
Uh,
it's
so-
basically southwest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just trying to sort of get back onto a sort of
I
track.
just want to be close enough to your butt that I don't lose you in cloud. If we do go into cloud.
Can Banshee, do you want to overtake me, mate? So you've got priority, and you can be our spotter for all
Trying to speed
things
up a bit then.
Japan. I'm at 160, guys, so you should all be able to catch me up.
Yeah, so, well, let's try to introduce the place we're going. I'm sure there's some,
Yeah.
First
Okay. So we're going to what's it called? Hashim Island.
Hashim Island. Yeah, so it's a strange place because, think it's one of the few places on the Japanese mainland, in quotation marks, where you actually get coal seams, which was the business of the island.
Coal, as
it
in.
was you get, yeah, just coal.
Wow.
Because the volcanic island, I don't think that there was ever much in natural oil or coal or gas in any particular abundance, which is of course part of the reason why Japan went into Korea before the First World War and Second World War to try to get some natural resource. Let's try to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
I'm on track now.
So this island was a coal mine, wasn't it? And it was like it's the coal mines actually ran underneath the water, didn't they? That was the kind of
If that's you,
weird thing
Banshee,
about the
left
mine.
turn, mate.
Yeah, well, that isn't that uncommon, I think, because I think the coal mines in Cornwall also do that.
Oh right, okay. So how much I know about my own country.
Gracious, I don't have it marked on my map.
So there were very few mines in Japan for coal.
For coal,
there's still
but
like most natural resources are pretty thin on the ground in Japan.
Okay.
there are exceptions for other stuff, though. So there were quite a lot of gold and silver mines, but iron was also very sparse. The iron that does exist in Japan, I think, is mainly found in marshlands and river soil, which isn't something you discover as a primitive society. So they always had trouble finding good iron, which is some of the background for that 10,000 times fold iron blade.
Here he comes. Right, I am on autopilot just so I can pan the camera around and show everyone what's going on. I'm also in heading mode because the setup wants us to turn now, but of course we haven't actually made it all the way to the island. I think, is that you ahead and below, Banshee?
That's Ricky. I'm just below and behind you, actually.
So in fact, this is the island's below us now, just coming through the clouds.
I'm right up behind you, dude. You may speed up slightly if you want to.
Okay. So I believe this is the island straight underneath us now. Oh no, the waypoint's
This
further
is
ahead.
too big, I think.
Too big. Okay, it's the next one.
This is just a tiny island packed with living quarters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
It's completely surrounded by a seawall, so it kind of looks a bit like a ship. So it led to the island being named Battleship Island by the locals. Because one of the sort of weird stories is that in the sort of 1920s they towed an old battleship out into the bay here to test new types of naval guns and shells and stuff like that on it, and they just shot it full of holes until it sank. And the island kind of looked like the silhouette of that broken old ship, so it got the nickname of Battleship Island.
Yeah, I think
Right.
this must be it, right?
Have we passed it now? Is it the one with the sort of triangular end, or is it still coming up?
It's the square one. Do you see Ricky circling it?
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I see his lights. Oh yeah, it does look like a ship. It's got a lot of buildings on it.
Yeah, I think it was used quite a lot for movie shoots, right?
Yeah, it was in the movie Skyfall. So the sort of lair of the bad guy is filmed in the old mine complex on the island. There's a really sort of famous part of the old mine complex that got nicknamed the Stairway to Hell, which is like a really sort of broken down industrial piece of architecture that's sort of quite famous. I think that featured in the film.
Did you not realise you were coming head on? Kitty. I guess not.
Right. Is the speed of? Oh no, I'm doing 197. That's too much for you, isn't it, Kitty?
Yeah, you're slowly pulling away from me now.
Right. What do you need me to do? 190.
185, 190, something like that.
Right. I'm liking the fact that we've got Ricky as our own personalised laser pointer.
Yeah.
If Ricky can do that with every feature that we fly past. Right, I'm coming back past the island now as well.
Oh, Jelly's in the chat watching. Hello. And
Hey, Jelly.
we got Dan as well in there.
Oh, Dan, I think it is.
Right, so here comes that island again.
So haven't looked into this specifically, but I suppose it must be a pretty young mine because pumping didn't really become a thing until after the Industrial Revolution, I think. From under the sea, anyways.
I'm assuming during the war it must have been quite difficult to manage an entire navy the way they did if they didn't have many coal mines pumping out the necessary.
Well, here's a little bit of an actually for you. Warships of the sort of World War II era mostly ran on fuel oil, not coal.
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's a much bigger problem because the closest actual oil wells for the Japanese Empire was in the Philippines, right?
I think like after the war, they actually discovered some in Manchuria, so they could have had a much easier source of oil. But yeah, the closest ones that they knew about were the Philippines.
Yeah, which was the big problem for the Japanese Navy. It's
Yeah,
always fuel.
yeah.
And also getting their ships blown up.
Yeah, that was a big issue too. Getting planes spammed by the US.
I think I might actually remove little nav maps from the stream and just stick with our map from the sim, because it's got the waypoints better defined in it. Right, I'm doing 180. Is that enough for you to catch me up at least, Kitty?
Yeah, I'm doing 188 at the moment.
Okay. So I'm going to pull out little nav maps, get rid of it, and I'm going to use the one in the sim. There we go. Leave that up in the corner now. Right, where are we off to next?
Okay, so the next turning point is. Go on, Banshee. I'm not going to even attempt to say this one.
It's up by Nagasaki. Sorry, not Nagasaki.
Hiroshima. Yep.
Goodness gracious, what's it called?
There must be some things on the way, because we've got a lot of dead space to occupy before we get there.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff on the way. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of bridges to look at and stuff, but I don't know. I think there could have been more airports to take off on the way up. I suppose that's that.
What's this city that we're passing off to the left? Any ideas?
So wouldn't that be? Yeah, that's Nagasaki, right?
I thought Nagasaki
Sorry.
was closer to the airport. Yeah.
I thought that was what. Sorry, I was just having a dip. I have no idea actually.
Just looking now. No, you're quite right. That is Nagasaki.
Yeah.
It's a quite large city.
So the city that is next to Nagasaki Airport is in actual fact Amura. So that's the airport that I'm looking at over there. That's Amura. Back there, that's Nagasaki Airport. So this large city here is in fact Nagasaki. Wow, it is quite big.
Yeah, I think like most of there's quite a lot of the most highly populated cities in the world in Japan. Isn't that right, Banshee? I think.
The problem with that, of course, is that how you measure how big a city is pretty varying, I think. Tokyo is called the biggest city, but I think if you count like the actual areas of like India or China, you might actually end up being slightly bigger. But if you do it by the subdivisions that the countries do themselves, I think that Tokyo is technically the biggest. But this is like pretty much just semantics, I think, because like many other places, it's just where you draw the lines on the map.
And that looks, according to the map that I'm following in my hand at the same time, that looks like Maki Island off to our right, connected by a bridge to, interestingly, more Nagasaki it would appear. No, it's got Nagasaki Penguin Aquarium somewhere in the city below us.
Epic.
You can't tell me that's also Nagasaki right over here.
It might just be a prefecture name as well, because there's a county or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Nagasaki City is in Nagasaki Prefecture.
No, I'm not.
Rich wants to know how you zoom out the map on the TBM.
I have no idea.
Is it the same as mine?
Written as discipline.
Possibly, I think
there's
it's
a
the same cockpit, isn't it?
There's a little plus and minus in the top right corner on the MFT, Rich. It's touchscreen. You have to press it. Actually, no, it might not be the same as mine. If
I
it's
don't think it is.
if it's not, there's a keyboard. I think further down the below the screens, and there's something that says range. There's a little knob or something that you have to move up and down for your range. We've got a stadium below us there.
What's that going to be? Baseball stadium?
Not sure. Oh, hang on. It is Transcomos Stadium, Nagasaki. And that whole park there is Nagasaki Prefectural General Athletic Park. You can see some swimming pools as well.
Makes me sweat just thinking about it.
Definitely a lot of nice landscape around here as well. Oh, hello TBM.
Hello.
So yeah, I think this southern part of Japan is fairly famous for a couple of things. One of them is I think there's quite a lot of the... You have lots of pilgrimages there. I think it's here. And of course everything is connected by train, so if you do happen to visit Japan, you can take the Shinkansen especially, which is pretty practical. If you wouldn't like to fly though, which is probably cheaper and faster.
Yeah, but the whole reason to go to Japan is to ride the train, so...
Yeah, it's always like that.
And buy anime figures.
Yeah. So I think, if memory serves me right as well, I think Nagasaki is part of the island or whatever, where the Dutch trading mission was, which was of course pretty important in the locked country period of time. Age, or whatever you want to call it.
But the Dutch were the first guys to sort of visit Japan and sort of try to set up a trading relationship, was it not?
That is an interesting question. I'm not sure. I think the actual first ones might be the Portuguese.
Right.
But the visiting from European countries, I think coincide quite a lot with the Warring States period, or just slightly before it, because it's like the 1500s, 1600s, right?
Yeah.
And in that period, they didn't really care who you were. If you sold guns, you were gonna be a pretty popular man, anyways. But the nature of what happens afterwards, after the Tokugawa regime takes over, is actually a bit more varied than it's often said it is, because it's not like the Dutch were the only ones offered the trading agreement, but specifically the English looked at the proposal and went, we aren't going to make enough money on this for it to be worth it, so they just didn't bother. If I were to quote my so don't criticize me for this knowledge, but I think they were pretty much right, is what he said to me, and it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Because the Japanese had like silver to trade, didn't they? That was like their sort of big...
For a while at least. I'm not sure if that's then, but the main problem I think is what the port was limited to 12 foreign ships a year or something, which wasn't enough.
We are now going over the edge of the Ariak Sea, which is quite a large. Well, it's still sea. It's still saltwater, I
inland
presume,
sea, isn't
but
it?
it's inland. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the main part of that comes afterwards. It's called the Seto Inland Sea, which is, I don't know, famous for being nice. I don't.
So yeah, Japan quite similar to the UK in that it's mostly coastal, so they've got quite a strong maritime heritage and fishing and all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, the problem with that Japan had, of course, was that the coast is fairly rough, and there's not a lot of natural ports. So even though fishing was always important, the trade was difficult to get off the ground.
Yeah.
Of course, exceptions to this, I think Tokyo Bay is a very good example, and Osaka also.
It's quite beautiful having the clouds around as well. I don't know about you guys, but it is sort of up and around our levels, so I keep going in and out of them every now and then.
Yeah, we're just skimming over the top as far as I can. I can keep seeing the ground through the gaps, which is
I've got
pretty
some
cool.
clouds ahead of me that's we're gonna fly into. Let me just make sure that I have got live weather. I have not got live weather. Let me change it to live weather. It might jump my sim around, but let's change it. Oh, there we go.
2 degrees, so I'm gonna have to put some anti-ice on here, I think.
Oh, and now I put live weather in, and I've got lots of clouds at my level.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
For the cloud minus.
What do you reckon, guys? We could probably go a bit higher.
Yeah,
Another 1,000 feet.
Yeah, let's try another 1,000 feet.
33,000 feet.
I'm just cheating with the autopilot, so I've got 1,000 feet per minute climb.
I've got about 9. Oh yeah, I've got 1,000. I'm doing about 160 knots.
Okay, I'll back off the power a little bit.
Still in the clouds at 6,000. Well,
Yeah.
not 6,000 yet, but close.
So we're reaching the other side of what do we say this sea was? Ariak Sea.
Yep.
So what have we got here? We've got
Just go up
a
another
lot of
500.
places I don't really know the names of. Looks like there's a big port down to the right. Yeah, it might still be in the clouds slightly at 6,000 feet.
I've just busted through the top.
No?
I think the cloud's not my.
Yeah, so I'm at 6,500. What's your alternative?
2996 still.
2996.
I'll match yours then, just to have some consistency. Just about skimming the tops at 6,500.
Not sure how to set my thing. I've just pressed B and it's changed it to 2999. How do I actually set it in this thing? Interesting. Ah, down here. Oh, excellent. It's in-op.
Really?
Perfect. Perfect.
What, the altimeter?
The switch at the bottom that I normally set it with is saying in-op.
Huh.
There's got to be a way to set the altimeter, surely.
I thought it might be a clicking on the display, but that's not really brought anything up. Bearing pointers, no, it's not that. Oh. Sorry, allow me to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're leaving me in your dust a little bit.
Yeah, that's very strange. This whole thing is completely pointless at the bottom. They're all in op.
Wow.
Thanks, Bill Gates. Very nice.
Do you reckon Bill Gates just added all the planes that he owned?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Or maybe
drive
only-
colonials. Simulate something.
Cool.
Meanwhile, I'm just here watching my de-icing boots work away.
You actually see them do it.
Yeah.
Gonna try and see if I can do mine. Surface de-ice, single.
Airframe de-ice. Oh, I've turned on my parking brake. Whoops.
No, I can't see
Don't
them
mind that
actually
off now.
moving. Can you see them inflating on yours then?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, the leading edge of mine looks all bumpy, like it's
Yeah,
it's all blown up.
it works on the TBM as well. Which is pretty cool. It only does like one cycle though.
No, I can't see mine doing it.
That's
Interestingly, I've got a circuit breaker here that says landing gear relay and it's popped, but I can't do anything about
Nice.
it.
Nice. Looks like you're gonna have some fun putting your gear down then. What's our next sort of interesting Japan point of interest then?
Well, I was thinking about doing some basic history maybe, which is my interest maybe for.
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
But I think everyone's heard of what happens, of course, when rice gets introduced to the country. You have a slow spread of kingdoms coming up from the bottom left kind of thing, which is a very big change for the country demographically, because it was a hunter-gatherer society, like everything before farming arrives, right? And then you have a complete reversal of where the population centers are. How find original villages in the south west, and I think that's pretty good examples of that in Korea, which is somewhere we went past earlier. Maybe it's too old. But yeah, so after we get the Rice Kingdoms, we also have the first accounts of Japan from China, who are sending out delegates everywhere to try to get. And this, of course, opens up the most important and most long-lasting foreign diplomacy thing that Japan will ever have, or have had. This is all forms of writing in government. Also, excuse me if I'm cutting out a bit, because I have small baby hands and the button which I use to push to talk is pretty hard and stiff on this joystick, so...
Kitty, what speed are you doing, mate? I'm just
I'm catching up with you quite heavily now. You can speed up a touch now. You can put like another 10 knots on what you're doing now.
right. I'm doing 183 roughly. I'll try to stick with that. Also got a lot of cloud cover here. I can't really see much down below.
Yeah, we may have to do a descent to MSA in a second, see if we can pop back through it.
Or we can just change the weather.
Or we could just change the weather, yeah.
Mad, you're trying to play God?
Few
Right.
clouds.
We're going to offend virtual god.
So
High level.
where are we right now then?
Bill Gates will give you a 10 carvers for your sins.
I think we are somewhere near the Asokuju National Park.
Oh, I'm in your bloody wake turbulence. Stop being so fat.
Oh, I've got winglets. There shouldn't be any. I'll put my flaps
Yeah,
out as
okay.
well. That'll minimise it for you.
Oh, I'm losing you in cloud now.
Should we just go cav okay, guys, so we can see the ground a bit better?
The ground is actually pretty close though, because we're in the mountains right now.
Yeah, if we can't really descend that far without.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I would guess that the mountain past on the left is probably like.
For the sake of making the stream interesting, I'm going to remove some clouds.
Hi, okay. Hello, Hydro. Hello, Joe. Hello, Ross. Welcome to the stream mayhem.
There we go, clouds removed. Oh, that's much better.
What are we going for? Clear skies?
I've
or
put few clouds.
few clouds? Oh, Jesus.
That's better. Sorry, Japan, your weather wasn't good enough for us.
Go back to live weather for the approach.
Okay.
At least it's the summer season, right?
Who are we to complain about weather? Huh?
Yeah, true.
So, we've got a river passing us on the left.
We get some snow.
I have no idea where this is. You're going to put snow on?
I think it was a chat suggestion, and I'm not streaming, so.
Oh, we want snow.
Can we get some snow? Yeah, Ross says, can we get some snow?
We
Alright.
can add a layer of snow depth in the weather.
I mean, we may see some snow over the tops of some of these mountains. These aren't particularly high, are they, Banshee? These ones, so maybe not these particular ones. But
Yes, and
maybe
also we're very far south.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the really hot part of Japan.
Well, the hottest part would be the islands that.
Oh,
stretch
my
towards
word.
Taiwan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I've just
Okinawa,
put
obviously.
snow on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it covers everything.
Welcome to winter.
Wait, what happens if you put snow on like Sahara?
Oh,
Well, it was letting me
All
do
the
it.
giraffes will get very, very cold.
I do regret saying that though, because it does actually happen sometimes. I think.
Did
Wow.
you say Sahara or Savannah?
Sahara.
Oh, I'm going through the
Not
one cloud in the sky.
Oh no. Watch out, bro.
Let's hope there's not a plane coming the other way doing exactly the same tour.
Inadvertent IMC is a killer.
Godspeed.
Oh, sorry, I've crept up to 187.
Oh, mad lad.
Not sure that's a good idea for pilots. They have to be alert, isn't? I think that's a different type of snow, Richard, that you're talking about there, my friend.
Oh dear.
Not that pilots would ever get involved with that kind of thing.
Oh,
No.
never.
Wait, what?
Am I doing fuel-wise? This is going to be a comedy stream if I just suddenly drop out the sky. We're good.
I've got £600 per side at the moment.
Yeah, I'm only just below half, so I think I'm Gucci. I've got my fuel flow back quite far.
I think
I've-
having someone fall out of the sky would just make it a fly from home stream.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
true,
going to do
true.
it first then? It's usually, actually, lately it's been Ricky, hasn't it? Where is he?
That's a good question.
Far ahead, I believe.
Yeah.
He may already have become a casualty. Typhoon Wan.
Oh gosh.
Are we talking Typhoon weather or Typhoon jet? Because both would be quite good.
Oh
Yeah, both, either would be quite fun, yeah.
Is there a
That's
weather
not a bad
preset for Typhoon?
There's storm.
Storm.
So
Yeah.
when we're coming in on approach, we just turn on storm.
Okay.
Go from there.
Banshee, when is typhoon season in Japan?
It's late summer, I believe.
Right.
Where's it? I think Well, it's I think it's summer. So if you ever, well, for us, I think, because summer break is just slightly different from us, I suppose. But yeah, so don't be careful when you book flights, because if you got the wrong time of year, you might just be very wet the entire time. Flights might be cheaper though, so. So here's another hypothetical question. If you are a farmer in ancient history, and you are taxed by how much rice you grow, you also have the option of not growing rice and growing other crops. What do you do when the local lord gets a bit hungry?
And you can't grow rice?
Well, you can grow rice, but you can grow other stuff as well.
Oh.
Grow square watermelons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
the next best thing, isn't it? And sell them for ridiculous
Eureka!
prices
Eureka
to
Chan!
tourists.
Yep, that's the one. That would be my shout. What's the answer, Benji?
So, whenever there was trouble for the farmers, they would very often just not grow rice, which has got its problems. For the farmer, it's pretty great because he doesn't get taxed. But for the local lord, it's not very great because, first of all, he doesn't get tax income, and rice is money, by the way. Rice is a very, it's a cash crop, I guess, so you get nutrition out of it. So when the farmer kind of ends up with food but nobody else does, and not good for society.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't mean to close the map then. Whoops. There we go. Oh, everyone's caught up to me.
We're actually pretty close right now. It's Ricky who's disappeared into the ether somewhere.
Ricky got bored. He's gone off to see everything before we can talk about it on the stream.
Yeah, he's got to shoot off at 250 knots or something.
So, we've got quite a large city ahead of us, guys. Anything notable here?
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that would be a good observation.
Well, this is probably Kitakyushu, right? Where the land. If you look to the right, sorry, left, probably. It's where the bridges over the sea are.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Does Kitakyushu? I don't know a lot about it, but there's a lot of ferries that go through apparently, and they probably go to Korea mostly because probably more trade between Japan and Korea than China. People transport, maybe.
Just trying to find out where that shrine... Oh, there's the shrine. Okay, so we're going that way.
I do need to clarify, did you say ferries or fairies? Because if there are a lot of fairies then
Are ferries a thing in Japan? I don't know.
maybe.
I don't want to insult any Japanese people. You say the port town of Kitayushu, that's up to the left, just where those hills are. And
For me, it's blocked by clouds, but I think the land almost kisses each other over there.
yeah, I think you might be right. Hang on, let me move the map for everyone to see. So up here, yeah, where there's a small estuary that goes through it, the channel, and towns and cities that we're near here are something like Yukuhashi. I don't really know any of these cities, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
agree with you, Kasha.
Nakatsu, something like that.
So I think the name for
That's where this
Kitakyushu,
river is.
just it's northern part of Kyushu, which is the island we've started from. So a very boring city names, I suppose.
Very imaginative Japan. Thank you.
Very cool.
There's Ray in the chat misheard me for fairies, so that conversation probably sounded very different.
Furries are something very different.
Oh my gosh.
And entirely possible at the same time.
I don't know, man. Is there a furry community in Japan? I don't even want to know.
No, I don't want to know either.
Aren't they everywhere? Did you know that like 2/3 of Icelandic people believe in furries?
Believe or are fairies? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was me. I just hit escape to try and change the volume, and I thought actually this is not a good idea while I was sitting in formation.
I thought I
Yeah,
just
that was a bad idea.
I thought I accidentally somehow time accelerated. That was scary.
What I'll do instead is boost all of you in Discord slightly.
Very cool to have everybody in such close formation.
Yep, someone's going to ruin it in a minute.
No doubt.
I mean, Banshee's not that close.
So here we go, feet wet again.
Alpha.
We've got a bit of an expanse of water to cross now, actually. Again, it's some form of inland ocean.
Yes, this is probably going to be the biggest one. So the one I mentioned earlier, which is Seto Inland Sea. There's a lot of bridges here because you have the intersection of the main island, which is called Honshu, and the smaller big ones. So you have, I think that the major parts of Japan divided into Honshu, which is the mainland, and then you have Kaido, Kyushu, and Kagoshima? Question mark?
You're asking the wrong people.
Where are you saying these are, sorry?
What will be to our left is the mainland. Behind us is Kyushu, and I think it's Kagoshima, which is the small one that might be visible on our right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, this one, okay, right.
No, I'm just completely wrong apparently.
Did you say Tokushima?
It's Shikoku actually.
Oh, okay.
I was wrong.
Not where I was thinking either. There is in fact an island ahead of us. This area here, which is sort of separate from mainland Japan as well.
I've been looking at the peninsula actually now that I look at the map a bit more closely. It's a bit further to Shikoku, but there's a peninsula on the right that's still just the one where we started from.
It's quite a long island, isn't it? And there's a lot of smaller islands just hanging off of it.
Yeah.
Hello, Kitty.
I've just gone into cloud again.
I just got buzzed by a CBM.
There wouldn't be a Fly From Home video without Kitty getting buzzed.
This is where it gets a bit boring from a while now, guys, because we've got a bit of water to cross.
Well, we need to fill the space with our sparkling personalities.
Okay.
Also
Yeah.
crashes.
I'm quite impressed that we're all flying at a reasonable speed with a piston aircraft in amongst us, but that just goes to show how good the Baron is, really.
Yeah, the Baron is pretty ridiculous, to be fair. It has the same engines as an aeroplane called the Piper Navajo, which is way bigger than it is. So it's essentially got the engines from a much bigger plane, hence why it's so absurdly fast. It's got quite a narrow fuselage as well for a relatively large aircraft, so I guess elbow room gets pretty tight inside. So you have to be quite in quite a good relationship with the person sitting next to you, because otherwise you're going to do some awkward elbow bumping. But yeah, it's sort of what it pays for in fuselage width. It makes back in speed and lack of drag. The engines are also turbocharged, so you can take it to space pretty much, and still have pretty much sea level horsepower. So
pressurized though.
It's not pressurized, no, but it does have a cabin oxygen system, so you can put a little oxygen cannula up your nose.
Excellent.
And breathe oxygen as you're above 10,000 feet. So you can sort of take it up into the upper levels and make the most of the impressive sort of performance that this aeroplane can put out. I think that the Piper Seneca has fairly similar performance to the Seneca 5, but I might be wrong on that point. I've never flown one.
I can't say I've noticed the Seneca for performance, but I've only known 2s and 3s.
Yeah, I think it's specific to the 5. The 5 is the really hot one. But yeah, I don't know. Don't quote me on that because I've never flown one. But there's piston twin boring information for you.
Now, I've just made an amazing discovery in that I can chase the drone camera around at the same speed of my aircraft. So I've just been panning over to you while you're talking, Kitty, and we're going to watch you.
I feel violated.
I'm actually looking. I'm looking right into the aircraft, and you really want to put some curtains up when you do stuff like that.
Hey, my pilot is a girl. Do not do that to a girl, man.
Is it actually? I can't zoom in. How do I zoom in?
Are you You're not allowed to ask weight either for balancing purposes.
You're catching me up though. Careful
Oh
now.
my god.
I am.
Can't-
I'm slipstreaming you.
If you use the plus and minus keys on your numpad, you can zoom in and out.
Yep, done it. Right, while I was talking about Kitty and zooming into him, there's a TBM just floating around. So who's in the TBM at the front?
That's me.
What do you think of this fine machine?
Of your machine.
No, the TBM. It's not
Oh.
mine. I wish it was mine.
Thought you. It's good.
I think
Sure.
I think it's phenomenal, really, for what it is. We're almost saying that it's almost a bit of a cheat and an I win button when you look at taking it out on a live stream or in a group flight, because it's just so good at high and low speed application.
Good at everything.
It's got great takeoff performance from short runways, and then once you've taken off, you can just tidy up and just accelerate up to something ridiculous like 300 knots.
It's the formation king.
Oh, and here comes a cloud, so I won't be able to watch everyone now.
Yeah, I think in real life the TBM is pretty much that too.
Yeah.
I believe it's the fastest turboprop single that is commercially available anywhere. So you got that speed, but it's also got really impressive short field performance. I know of one that used to operate out of Nottingham Airport, and it used to be able to land no problem on the short runway at Nottingham, which is about, don't quote me, but about 790 meters. So absolutely no problems operating out of relatively short GA airstrips, but you can get it up to altitude and just blast along at like 250 knots or something. So yeah, really cool, really versatile aeroplane. I think that probably a lot of, if we had a lot of charter operations in the UK, they would probably use TBMs, because it would be really useful to be able to nip in and out of small GA airfields and still make the kind of on-time performance you'd expect out of a jet.
I think that's what there must have some appeal to it, because like you say, you've got the smaller airfields, and certainly I've seen bizjets go into very tiny GA airfields, but something like that would be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I suppose if you can get a bizjet in and out of an airfield, you might as well take one of those, because once you get into a cruise in one of those, you're talking about some serious speed.
Yeah, but then we're on to the old turboprops versus jets argument, aren't we? It's like we're going back to the old Dash 8 thing.
Yeah, absolutely. If someone is environmentally conscious and wants to save on fuel, but if someone owns a business jet, I can guarantee you they're not worried about saving on fuel.
Yeah, true.
They might not be environmentally conscious either.
With one engine, the TBM goes insanely fast, though, even for jet standards.
I mean, you've only got to look at the shape of the thing. It's very streamlined as well.
Yeah.
But the only thing really that sets me off on it is the fact. Can you stop flying through me, because you disappear when you do that?
Oh, am I? Right.
You're like a ghost right now. You're not flying through me, you're just sort of near me. The only thing that really sets me off on it is the fact that it's got the weather radar pod out on the left wing. I mean, they should at least put another one on the other side, or maybe put it on the tail or something.
Yeah, leading edge of the tail would be a little bit cooler, wouldn't it? They could have made it like one of those forward-facing sting things you see on military aeroplanes.
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
It's the little imperfection that gives it personality. You know?
You think it makes it cute, do you? Well, it's just a plane, so think about what you said. I can't believe I just said that. That was a joke.
With moles on their faces and things like that. Confirm.
It's a beauty spot, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
I think of that Italian fighter which had slightly different wing lengths, I think, to counteract.
Don't worry, Banshee. I'm bringing the drone camera back to you, right at the back of the queue. Don't worry.
As if I deserve it.
You can be part of it as well. I'm coming. Incidentally, I got some cracking photos there of a little formation, our little formation for the
Nice.
for sharing on the Discord later, I think, guys. Oh, I'm giving up moving back to you, Banshee. You're miles away, mate.
Not that far.
You need to catch us up a little bit, buddy. You're in a TBM after all.
I mean, ask and you shall receive, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we
Before
go.
he
Now,
comes screaming right through your aeroplane.
now we're at least getting back to some land. So this is actually mainland Japan, I believe, right?
Yes, what you would call the Honshu, which just means main island, I suppose.
And it's littered with lots and lots of smaller islands.
Yeah.
Where are you? There you are. Oh, all right, all right.
Oh god,
No need to show off, mate.
he is.
I feel
gone.
like I got egged on there.
Yeah. Now try and slow down again. Oh, he's off to space, guys.
I mean, this thing has speed brakes, doesn't it?
Is it?
I
No.
don't think so.
No.
You generally don't really need speed brakes on turboprops because the props are
Oh,
like
right.
2 huge speed brakes or 1 huge speed brake.
All three.
But apparently you need
All
one
three,
on
yeah.
a Mooney Ovation.
Yeah. But I think, I mean, one of the reasons why, like, for example, the Dash's props make such good speed brakes is because they're so freaking gigantic.
Another thing you got with the TPM, you can go into the beta range below like something like 90 knots. That's just instant speed drop, apparently.
I'm not too clued up on being able to do that in flight. I certainly, when I was flying turboprops, we had a flight idle range, and if you went below it, it would beep at you. And-
Usually it isn't something you can do.
Even then, to go into the flight idle range, you had to pull these detents to go through it. So it wouldn't let you go through flight idle until you were on the ground, really.
Yeah.
But even then, flight idle was like sticking a parachute out. Well, it's nice to see a bit of land again.
Yeah. And then the line of useless fun factors was there's always been a problem, right? Where because there's a lot of mountains, the people are clustered around pretty flat areas, right, between the mountains, and it's pretty much always been like that, even from the Stone Age and forwards. The Osaka and Kyoto area, especially though, had quite a lot of problems because of this. So whenever the monsoon season or the monsoon season happens, you would have quite a lot of deterioration in the mountainside. And because this is a period of time in human history where things kind of go up in flames quite a lot.
Not ideal.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate when that happens. They would actually use so much of the forest and timber you have around a city that the erosion was actually a huge problem for those cities because it's so close that when you do have a rainy season or the collapse, you find mountainsides and stuff would adversely affect the population centers.
Wow. So you literally could have a mountain fall on your head, basically.
Yeah, well, not mudslides, I suppose.
Yeah. So
I
Japan gets its fair shares of natural disasters then, doesn't it? So you get typhoons, you get tsunamis, you get earthquakes, you've got a volcano,
Yeah, you just seen that one.
mudslides. It's basically Australia, but without the bugs.
Yeah, there's the plagues as well. There was the population was in a very awkward position because there's not enough people for resistance to build up because the plague would ravage a city and then it would be gone for a while and then it would come back some years later. So if you read up on the history of Japan or whatever, you will just find a million things. And it just feels like when you go through these texts that God just hates this country. It's like every 20, 50 years there's just a giant plague that ravages everyone. And it's of course like all plagues, it isn't limited to the farmers and stuff, which are of course easily replaceable, but nobles as well just disappear.
Wow. Is it possible that this is God's revenge for anime?
It's a bit early though, isn't it?
Yeah, he started before they really kicked it off.
Exactly, yeah, but he knew it was coming.
Yeah. And
Right.
Of course.
We've got not long to run to the shrine, guys. Should we drop down a bit so that we can get a better view of it?
Yeah, sure. What are
What
we
are
going
we-
for? 3?
What are we expecting to see at this shrine? Yeah, 3 looks good.
Lucky.
This
What?
is the famous one where they have the Torrigate out in the ocean when
I think
it's
that-
high tide, anyways.
We're catching up to Ricky.
Are we?
Rick is probably circling it, right?
He's really not that far ahead now.
Right, we're
Yeah,
descending
like-
to 3 then.
If you look at the map, I
Ah.
think it's the small island that's.
Do you want to see how real TBM pilots descend?
Okay, take it away, descend away.
Okay, bye.
It's the bean-shaped island. on the
Jesus
map.
Christ, Mel just goes. Elevator
Mel.
to
Oh, there's
hell.
Mel.
Oh, the barber pole is American, right?
So you're not worried about the gin and tonics in the back then?
No, this is a
I
beverage.
already emptied them.
You've told them they can't have them. You've slapped the owners of your aircraft and said, put them down. I'm going to putting it into a dive shortly.
Put them down, it's time for 0G.
Drank it all just before the flight.
0G, that's Ricky stuff. Negative G stuff, that's.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I just saw Ricky at negative altitude according to...
Where is Ricky?
Okay, he might not be as close as I thought. He's over the water, I think. It's hard to tell.
I can't see any lights ahead because, of course, I've not got name tags switched
I've
on.
got clouds in front, so I can't actually see his plane. It's just-
Watch those hills down there, Mel, won't you?
Nah, it's fine. Actually, 3,000 is a fair bit above it anyway. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, we should go lower then.
I was going to what? 1?
No,
1,000?
no
1,000?
3,000 is fine.
3 is fine.
3 is fine, okay, let's go 3 then.
Okay, I didn't mean like you can't see. I just meant be clear of the
Oh, okay.
terrain.
It's enough clearance with the hills.
You gave us the impression there was plenty of room. You were going to lead us all into peril then, you
You're-
realise?
Good job you're not an air traffic controller.
Yeah, 3,000 is plenty.
I've MOR'd you right there and then.
Quote of the stream, that, guys.
Richard's saying Mooney Bravo has those little napkins that pop up. Yeah, napkins is a good way to describe those things.
I thought the pizza box analogy was quite good, but napkins seems to have stolen it. And
Yeah.
we've got someone coming at us,
Oh, there he is,
coming at
that's
me.
Ricky.
There he
Oh, it's
is.
Ricky!
Hooray! He's here.
And he has gone into shuttle mode now.
Yeah, yeah.
Godspeed. Mars needs you.
I believe it's the
Ricky
island
Space
on our
Program.
right hand. But I'm not quite sure where it is. I suppose it's pointing towards Hiroshima.
So Hiroshima's coming up as well. I think it's just beyond the shrine, isn't it?
Yeah, the entire island I think is part of the complex, and like Nara, there's a lot of deer walking around, so you gotta be careful with your lunch if you don't want the animals to steal it.
Oh.
Cute.
So
I think we should go lower. I think we should go lower than 3, by the way. We're almost on 3, and I think this looks a bit too high. I think we should go down to 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's
I'm
do that
excited
then.
to see if it's model.
I'm going to put myself
Wow.
into heading mode, and I'm going to descend down to 1.
Just saying, if we
In
crash.
fact, I'm going to descend down to 1500 is what I'm going to do.
Alright, 1500 sounds good. A good compromise.
I
It's a
guess
bit
we're out
bumpy
of
down
the
there.
now, so it's not as
So
bad.
this shrine appears to be marked on this, just round the corner of this island. Or is it the whole island?
I believe the actual sightseeing spot is probably the one that's marked, right? But I think that entire island might be part of like the holy site kind of thing.
Okay.
Of course, holy sites aren't that strict in Japan. Like some places you can't do anything on the holy ground, but usually you can sell stuff, and there's temples and everything. So
Can you sell the people?
in ye old days, you could sell people, and there was such a problem with parents selling their children in times of need that they passed a law. I think after the Tokugawa shogunate that you shouldn't sell your children.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's
So,
that's good advice.
Damn,
Yeah.
I thought I could maybe buy myself a wife.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Talking about selling children, you're buying a wife.
Well, where would we all be without Kitty, guys?
Hey, hey.
Gosh.
So there is something actually around this side of the island. This is quite nice. We're at the sort of wing level with the top of the hills.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not in cloud right now, though.
Where's
Yeah,
Batchy?
she's scary.
Why exactly inside
I'm just
Batchy?
lagging behind
Oh,
you.
you're just below me.
Are you straight up?
Yeah, literally. Like,
Oh fuck, that's scary.
I thought I was inside you.
Not yet,
Ooh,
baby.
good.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm 20.
But there it is actually. You can see the Torre gate out in the sea on the right there.
Is that the thing that looks like a gate or something?
Yes, yes,
With
yes.
the roof on it?
So it's nice and red, and it's out in the sea. I think it's a fairly famous picture. Picture.
I think it's
associated with
wasn't
Japan.
it one of the splash images for this update for the flight sim?
Yes, I believe so actually.
All
There
right.
you go.
Excellent.
So at high tide, it's like this. But at low tide, I think you can almost work out it.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at the gate and there's a shadow of a TBM being cast as it shoots past the other way. I think he's about to fly through the gate.
Good,
No,
that would be fun,
No, he's
wouldn't it?
changed his mind.
It's a bit small.
I don't think my data streaming is on. I don't see that.
Right, should
Alright,
we
I
get
think
ourselves back on track?
Back up again. Yeah, back up again, I think.
Well, I don't know. I think I want to leave it a little bit late to climb back up. I want to sit at this level for a bit.
No, alright, okay.
I like to live dangerously.
Yeah, it's a sightseeing trip in Hiroshima.
Yeah, here's Hiroshima. Wow. There's a lot of buildings here.
This is where the peace thing is, right?
The what?
The peace dome.
Yeah.
The Peace Dome was at the epicenter of the bomb blast, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
Fairly close to it. Probably a very important place. Haven't been. Maybe one day. Oh, you disappeared.
So where would we... Do you think it's something that they've included in this update?
I would guess so, but I don't actually know where it is.
Well, let's quickly Google while we're getting ourselves back on track. If it's worth going on over and seeing, we will. Peace Memorial. There's a Peace Memorial Park.
Yes, it's like the at an intersection between some rivers. So.
Oh, I see.
Scout.
Yeah. So it's... Yeah, you just fly up the rivers, basically.
Pretty green and everything.
I'm not sure if we'll see it. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go have a look. We can afford to lose a couple of minutes just going to have a look, can't we, guys?
Yeah.
I might not be able to. My fuel might be a little bit critical, but we'll see.
Well, you can carry on track if you like, and we'll catch you up.
No, it's fine. I'll come with you.
I mean, you can always just teleport fuel into your aircraft anyway.
Yeah.
Mid-air refuel.
Right, so there's a fork, so we follow this fork here up the river, and the dome should be up here somewhere.
Yeah. There's a zigzag in the river. Actually, that's pretty cool. This is
Just
all.
buying RuneScape GF. That's a classic meme. I love it.
Yeah, they're all pretty much deltas, right? Or floodplain deltas. I think most of the big cities in Japan are like that. Just
There
because
are
that's where you have that area.
Yeah,
oh,
the flat
actually,
land.
there's a square lake in the middle. You can actually see it on the flight sim map, and that square lake is Hiroshima Castle. And
Yes, they're probably a moat though.
and it's a moat. Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. And the bomb dome is just slightly southeast of that. Just
I think I
sorry,
can see it,
southwest.
actually.
Can you see it?
Where it's supposed to be, anyways.
Spot the castle first. No, I don't think it's depicted.
Yeah, no, there's some buildings there, but it's not like the correct stuff.
I mean, the castle is there, and it's not. It's just a square bit of. I'm guessing it's this circle, maybe off to my left now, or possibly actually down. No, I think I could see it actually on the island to my left. Better make a turn now before I start hitting any trees. Trees? Hills?
I mean, you can clearly see something here, but for me, because I don't have the streaming stuff on, it's just looks pretty blurry.
Now, have I given myself enough room to turn with this hill here? Possibly not. Possibly I have. It's going to be close though.
Practicing steep turns in the TBM.
I mean, obviously I could just hand fly this for avoiding action, but oh well.
Nah. There's
What
no
are you
chop.
LARPing as an Airbus pilot?
Wow.
Spicy opinions. Bonk, naughty kitty.
Right, Kitty, you're behind me. Have we lost everyone?
No, we're just like around you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, I've got you. Oh, here we go. Someone's performing a combat maneuver on me, and they're about to dive into Kitty. There we go.
That's our friend Ricky.
Yeah. Resident Rick.
Blub-blub-dub-dub. Oh yeah, you're going the other way. Well, that's awkward.
Well, now let's set route and put some altitude on.
So
Otherwise
if
I'm
that's
gonna
the
be on
castle,
fumes.
the dome actually should be about here somewhere, according to Google Maps. So it's just below. I think that's a museum or something in that circular area there.
Yeah, I think I got it right, but it's not rendered properly.
No. In fact, where that circular area is, it is just below it. Right, better make sure I'm getting back on track here. I'll stick it back in nav mode. Right,
Forward.
so we are going to need to climb shortly. Who wants to live dangerously and do it as late as possible?
Me.
Yeah, me
I
too.
mean,
Me too,
Later,
actually.
probably like 10
Well, no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't have the climb performance that you guys have. So I'm gonna put some height on now.
I don't
See
know
ya,
if I have
boys.
either.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Bye.
go back up to 5,000.
Okay.
Gosh.
So there's Hiroshima, ladies and gents. I presume there's various railways here which are generally all the high-speed railway links that Japan is so good at doing.
You see
Whoa.
one that looks like it's going fairly straight. It's gonna be the fast one.
That was fun.
Do they
Google
have
Maps- If you have Google Maps
Well, I'm
open,
gonna
it's
have to
actually
definitely
marked
climb.
blue instead of the normal grey.
But you're climbing now? Come on, there's still a good 10 seconds before we hit it.
Yeah, but I've got to set the autopilot up.
I see.
Heaven forbid he has to touch his flying controls.
I'm being the cameraman.
Where's Kitty? Kitty's just done like a VTOL over there. You've climbed a lot, but you haven't moved very far.
Oh, I got a red out of 500 then as I went over that.
It might be difficult to see the Shinkansen track actually, because it tends to go through the mountains and not around them.
Yeah, I think I saw a few tunnels for it earlier.
Well, then we must go through the mountains as well.
I think I'm about to do that.
I was so disappointed, because the first thing I did after I got this game was just to go straight for the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's just a solid hitbox underneath.
Yeah. I think you probably, and a lot of other people did that. Right, I'm climbing back up to 5,000 so Kitty doesn't feel lonely. I'll slow down a bit in the climb as I do it.
It's fine, you picked up a Daki marker out of Hiroshima, so...
Yeah.
What speed are you doing, Kitty?
188.
Okay, so if I do 160, you'll catch me up.
Quite possibly.
So what have we got now on the way to our next airport, Osaka? Anything interesting? Or is it just boring?
So along the way we have one World Heritage, I suppose, which is goodness gracious, the name escapes me, but
Let's get up on Google Maps.
bloody Himeji Castle, which some might know from the Civ series. It's, I think it's known as the White Castle, because the plaster or whatever they had on the outside of the walls was white.
Was it titanium white?
It's the Ebony Castle, I can't remember now. I think all of these castles stem from around the same period though, which is Sengoku and then afterwards. Because there was a lot of war for like 100 years and then that period castles were pretty empty.
Whereabouts is this castle?
I think it's fairly close to Osaka actually. It was the only place I've marked on my side anyway, so. I hope it's actually rendered, because I mean the P-Stone now has to be scared.
The what, sorry?
The P-Stone. What Peace Memorial Park thing, which you mean?
The one we've just passed?
Yeah, which wasn't.
Yeah,
really
it's a
needed
shame that
one.
wasn't modelled. Sorry guys, I accidentally accelerated a little bit. I'll just slow down again so everyone can catch me up. Although, I think I've got Ricky with me.
You have me with you.
Oh, is it just little flashing lights in the distance for me?
Ricky is far ahead. That's me.
Can't even see Ricky. Rich is shooting off at full speed to try and get to Osaka before he has to leave in 20 minutes. He's not happy with our pace.
Probably be able to do it in TV now.
To be honest, it's going to end up being a 3-hour stream. I think that is right.
Where are we at now? We're at an hour and a half.
And
An
how
hour-
far?
An hour and 40. Oh wow. Yeah, okay. It is quite far.
It's going to be quite long, isn't it?
I think I'll be doing the
200 knots in 2 hours, and we're doing about 150.
Yeah, so I've got an ETA on mine of 44 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we can do it.
Kitty's going off in his own little journey. now.
Yeah, I know. I got a little bit separated. I was trying to play around with my GPS to try and put the destination in there,
Yeah.
but obviously because I'm not a scrub who uses the autopilot, I was trying to hand fly as I did it, and I got a little bit sidetracked.
Ah, so you're, just to clarify, you're increasing your workload and then not using all possible options available to reduce your being overloaded.
Yep.
Just clarifying there. Okay.
Yeah. It's basically that's the whole point of the CPL, to overload people so they make loads of mistakes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just simulating that scenario.
Well, you don't generally get an autopilot on a arrow, but yeah. Okay, I see your point.
Well, you do, but you're not allowed to use it on a CPL.
I don't know any other arrows that have a working autopilot.
Every single arrow I've flown has an autopilot fitted. But only one of them had it working.
Well, there you go then. Right, so I've returned to 180 knots, and it's going to take us 38 minutes, guys.
38, okay.
I'm tempted to just whiz off now at 250, because there's not much to see here at the moment.
Kitty can like get a cab or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Abject rudeness.
Just land over there, go to the nearest airport and get a jet.
Yeah, do it.
Come on, Kitty. Don't be that guy.
Oh, that's a big airport as well, wow.
There you go.
They're out on the sea.
No, the one to my left, Oscar Alpha.
Very big.
Yeah, it's a big place.
The trim is so useless because I'm constantly changing my thrust to stay next to Jimbo. And I just like bring the power back, instantly drop.
Right, where are we? We are... What was that airport? Any ideas? Oscar Alpha.
Julia Oscar Alpha. What's the arrival code?
Oscar Oscar.
Ooh. See what I did there?
Nice.
Excellent. Are you a comedian as well?
Took you a minute, didn't it?
Right, that airport is called Hiroshima Airport. Brilliant. Who would have thought it?
My instructor always calls me a joke, so I guess I'm a comedian.
Oh. If I had some dramatic music button now, I'd put it on for you.
Heavy metal.
I think we're passing over Fukuyama. I really can't see any other cities that are notable on our route. Not that I know of, anyway.
Apparently has a 5-story pagoda from the 1300s.
5-story pagoda.
Yes.
I'm just trying to fly in front of Jimbo's wind stream so I can see myself on the stream.
Yep, you're there, all right.
Look, Mom, on TV.
Do a wave.
I'm famous. A wave? Oh gosh. I'll try it.
Oh, this is where he loses it all. Go on.
Oh god.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, that was great.
That was not bad.
I'll give that a 7.
Oh,
Out of what?
7 out of 8.
14.
Gosh.
Sorry, I don't give out scores freely.
Yeah, you'll get an invoice in your mails.
Why all these students hate him?
I'm watching my wave back on the stream now. Oh yeah.
You're going to try and give yourself a higher score now, aren't you?
No, to be
It's
fair,
alright.
I drifted very far to the right.
I get it. Right, well, on the basis that Kitty chose Osaka as the next waypoint, and it's still 114 nautical miles away and I'm yawning, I'm going to go flat out and leave Kitty behind.
Oh, I like that. idea.
Abject rudeness.
Can we also climb up to like 30,000 feet? Just to really rub it in.
Can if you want, but I'm not going to because I want to see the surroundings while I do it.
The thing I have noted down on the Osaka area, which you maybe not be able to see on your map if you scroll over there, is that there's large keyhole-shaped ponds.
What is going on?
Oh my god, I've just seen a plane dive in front of me.
Yeah, and it wasn't Rick for once.
In all fairness, I recovered within 2 feet.
Sorry, Banshee, what were you saying, mate?
Yeah, so when you get to Osaka, watch out for keyholes on the map, because they are ancient tombs, presumed to be kings, but they've never been opened, I think, even though there's like a million of them.
Wow.
They've been very sparse with the excavations there.
Can we go and like dig one up?
You could certainly try, I think, but it might be a good way to get thrown out of the country.
Okay,
Banshee, you need to form up on me now. I'm doing 240. And you guys need to come and join me so that we can get a little commentary on the way across while Kitty desperately tries to catch us up. Well, that's not going to happen. I mean, he just plods along behind us. And we increase our distance.
Yeah, accelerating from him.
Oh, nearly at VNA. Don't want to go any faster than that. I've got 24 minutes now. That's made a big difference.
Very well halved, hasn't it?
You're right though, going higher probably would get us there quicker as well. But we wouldn't get to see any of wonderful Japan if we did that.
Oh, we're in a cloud. Whoops.
Right, where are we passing here? We've got a big river.
Ooh, very big.
Yeah, so America is fairly famous for having navigable rivers, right? And Britain as well, to a certain extent, at least with if you count canals. Japan never had that luxury. All the rivers are fairly short because they run from mountains straight into the sea.
Yeah.
And most of them aren't very navigable, at least not upwards. So a lot of trading always happened across land and not through boats, I suppose.
So I guess that limits how much they could carry in any one go, because we used to use barges and things like that to carry heavy payloads easier.
And of course, like, kind of relates back to what I mentioned earlier, where there's not that many good ports, natural ports.
I think we
early
have just
days.
passed Karashiki, by the way, just behind us. There's some big industrial buildings here. Wow.
There's my aircraft.
What I want to know is, where does all the cool Japanese tech come from?
China.
I think.
You did not just say that.
Yeah,
Insulted an entire nation there, Mel.
possibly.
You're gonna get samurai through the back any minute now.
I think we'll have to ask the stream if they want to see you on the list again, mate. Sorry.
Had a small accident. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
If you want any tips, don't just wipe. You'll need to get some wet wipes as well.
Fuck you, okay.
Also, I hope you've got a leather seat. Easier to clean.
Jesus Christ.
How are you doing back there, Kitty?
I'm just chugging along. I'm putting some altitude on so I can try and increase my ground speed.
Okay. What is your ground speed at the moment?
It is 195.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's better.
Mm.
Could be like 300 though. Just saying.
Mine's not 300,
Well, it's not yet.
and I'm at the red line. I could probably get a bit of altitude and maybe
I
increase
think
that.
we're way too low to go fast.
Yeah.
We're limited by the 10,000 feet rule anyway.
By whom?
Ah,
Oh, let's do it. Let's go up to 10.
10, okay, but please don't climb too soon. I'm right above you. Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
Zoom climb. Full power.
I'm back.
Hi back.
Ha.
Is Jack on? No, Jack is an absolute failure who's gone to see his sister tonight. So we got no Jack, unfortunately. But then again, it might be a good thing because he'd have probably been trying to do some kind of horrendous approximation of a Japanese accent, and would have offended even more people.
Oh my god.
Say that though, but the problem with the mock Japanese accent or whatever is it's fairly accurate to like all the loan words.
Yeah.
Chocoreto. Good one.
Do you speak any Japanese, Banshee?
Yes. As much as 1 year will afford you, of course, but
Domo origato.
I like a child. If I'm on a good day. Not an easy language to learn. It's very, very, very different.
I've heard that, actually.
Really? I thought the letters were exactly the same.
I was talking with a man from Durham for a while, and he had a lot of problems recognizing that the E and I sounds in Japanese, which respectively are E and R. E and R. E. I'm struggling right here now. And he just couldn't tell the difference or something. So people from Durham, terrible at Japanese. That's my thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean they've got terrible English too. To be fair.
You know what, I'm going to take the time out to talk a bit about the samurai as well, because that's an interesting occurrence that happens for them to get into power like they do. So from the rice kingdoms I mentioned way earlier, eventually they don't want to like collect taxes themselves, so they hire people to collect the taxes for them. And as time goes on, the people who do the tax collecting end up becoming more.
Nope.
I think he's missed his button there.
Baby hands, Banshee.
Oh,
Oh, he's-
here we go. He's back.
I'm
Hey.
struggling very. What happened last time? Where I think I touched a knob I shouldn't have, and
Wow.
mouse went upwards very hard.
You've just
Oh.
escalated the channel a lot there.
Oh dear, we're now 18 plus.
Not for children.
Very funny.
Next stream's gonna be on Pornhub, guys.
Oh god.
Right, there we go. Has that made any difference?
Jack's
Just
missing
do it left-handed, it'll be better, I think.
Yeah, that's one thing that's weird for me. Left hand flying in the Tomahawk. I come home and my joystick's only made for right hand.
That's a bit discriminatory.
Yeah, it is. It's because the thumb rest is like in a very, very prominent and sticky outy position.
What you want to do is start to consider marketing a set of controls that's designed around the Tomahawk,
Or I'll just swap seats with the instructor.
And then-
next time.
and then you can have all the other features associated with the Tomahawk as part of the package.
Let's build a Tomahawk home cockpit.
Hmm.
And then, like, it can have like a turntable under it that simulates a spin. So you go into a spin in the sim, and it just spins you around like you're in a centrifuge, and you fly off and die.
Oh, that is
And-
level 3 right there.
Underneath the turntable, what you need is a load of loose nuts and bolts on like a platform, so that
Yeah,
when it goes
yeah.
into a spin, you start to hear it rattling itself to death. And
I
then
once. Go on.
all I was going to say is somehow you need to be able to simulate the tail just flexing on its own.
Yeah. I was gonna say I spun a Tomahawk once and managed to gain like £2.50 because a load of change just shot out from under the seats, and I was like, bonus, still alive, and got some money out of it.
Usually that's payment for not being alive, because you've spun a Tomahawk. That's the
Yeah,
compensation.
That was what they were going to pay my family with for.
They would have had to prise it out of your dead hand.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right, I've got a little bit of a better ground speed here. I think I'm going to return the weather to normal, see if we've got any challenges on ahead.
I'm currently at exactly 250 knots at exactly 10,000 feet, so I am a living restriction.
Oh, I've got a bit of a tailwind now. That works.
You do?
Oh, I'm going. Yeah, I put live weather on, and I'm about to pass 300
Oh.
knots.
Okay, I need some of that. Let's get loads of
Yeah,
talent.
I'm switching back to live weather now.
Oh, yeah.
Right, where are we passing then? Anywhere interesting?
Where have you gone?
We're actually coming up to to the final bay before Osaka now, and looks like there's a lot of controlled airspace or something.
Oh, where's
Where
my
are
map?
these beacons?
Is that what these orange lines are?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're not worried about that.
Okay.
I was probably just gonna shoot past, yeah, but Himeji's on the left side out. I'm just gonna bet it isn't rendered properly. I'm not gonna bother.
So we're actually going to have to start considering a descent at about 30 miles from the airfield. So we've got 5 minutes to go. Should probably
Nah.
find some information about Osaka.
Osaka.
Oh, I've
Osaka's
actually got a
road.
meet after this.
You've got a
Do you
METAR.
guys? Yeah, do you guys want some weather?
320 at 5 knots. Just did it.
That's the one.
And I need to know what it looks like. Runways. There's 1432 left and right. They're both, in fact, one's really 3 kilometers long and the other one's 1.8 kilometers long. So runway in use, guys, will be 32 left or right. Take your pick. Left is the long one.
Parallel landing.
Oh, you want to land in sync?
Obviously.
Right. Well, let's definitely do that.
Altimeter looks like 2984.
Danke.
I can't actually. I've discovered that I can't actually change the barrow in this aircraft. I have to just press B every time.
Oh no.
It's something that is possibly going to be brought in. I hope they're going to patch that, to be quite honest with you.
Maybe Bill Gates' version just doesn't have that feature.
I'm all alone here. Who's out here with me?
Well, I just kind of climbed above you because I felt like it, but I'll come down to you.
You climbed above me. I can't see you, mate. Oh yes, I can. Banshee, where are you, mate?
I have had a desync actually, so I kind of fell out there.
Oh no.
I'll be right back though.
You should be able to jump in on one of us, I think.
Yes, that's what I'm betting on.
We'll be right back.
It's going well.
Right, so in terms of where we're located then, we are currently...
Right, so we're coming in on 2. So I'm thinking we should go out to the Philippines on the approach. What do you think?
Out to the Philippines?
Yeah.
It's a bit far, isn't it?
Well, that far's relative.
Okay, so I see. So Shodo Island is the island just behind us here. Marked on the map there. That's Shodo Island. This is in one of the larger areas before we enter Osaka Bay, which is once we cross over. So we've got the little islands here. Once we pass this island here, this is Osaka Bay. And then obviously Osaka Airport is up here.
Do you see me doing big waves in front of you?
No, I've lost you.
Okay, I'll slow down a bit.
Oh no, I do see you. I see you. You're just ahead of me there.
I get a better rating next time.
So we're passing over 3 little islands at the moment called Nisujima, Lei Island and Tanga Island. Oh, this looks like they've done a lot of digging in this island.
That's probably E Island with the bad font.
With the what?
Bad font.
Yay.
Because the L is not really present in Japanese.
Oh,
as
okay.
Some may have led you to believe.
I see what you mean. This island here looks like Tanga Island, which is the 3rd one, and it looks like it's been heavily excavated. It's all white all the way around the sides. Maybe that's might be where they're digging up limestone or something.
Oh, have I got a second crash in a row? That would be fun.
Nice.
Oh, no, it's come alive. Excellent.
It's probably just loading in the terrain or something. Right, coming up to 40 miles, and we're at 10,000 feet. So we'll start descending at 30 miles. In fact, no, we'll do it a bit closer because it's runway 32, isn't it? So are you going to take the left or the right runway?
What do you want? You should take the longer runway.
Really? Should I? You think I need it?
Oh, you are really bad at landing.
Am I? There's only one thing for it. Well, if you weren't so far behind, I'd suggest we have a land-off.
What's the rule in a land-off, anyways?
I just made that up. I honestly don't know.
Yeah. We used to do a thing. Bear in mind, obviously,
You're right,
we
Mel.
were very safety-conscious people, but we used to do a thing where, in America, we used to try and land on this certain runway and exit via the first taxiway. Did you ever used to do that, Jimbo, on one of the runways?
No, absolutely not. That's entirely
Sound
unprofessional.
Yeah, entirely unprofessional. No, we didn't used to do that at all. Disregard.
But yes, it can be quite enjoyable. But you know, you have to go on people's word. Like the next person says, "Oh, I did this." You think, "Don't believe you." We always used to try and compare people's island hopping abilities. So, like, if you did Jersey, Guernsey, the shortest amount of time, obviously, whilst being completely safe in doing so.
Yeah.
I never got close to the best that someone did, but I was taking everything wide and giving myself lots of room to slow down. It took me 8 minutes.
As long as you're conforming to the 400 knots below 10,000 feet rule.
No, they've changed that rule. It's 600 now. You can actually break the sound barrier below 10,000 feet, and it's accepted.
It's to accommodate for the tomahawk.
Disclaimer for the viewers: he's talking crap.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
should
all
probably
the
say
viewers
that.
are going to go and try it, right?
Yeah.
They're supersonic aircraft.
Yeah, they are. You know, you never know. Some little kid out there's just got his PPL, might jump in his 152 and be like, "Here we go, boys, 600 knots." Next thing you know, you've got typhoons intercepting him for doing like double sonic booms over Gloucester. You know.
They won't be able to keep up if it's a Tomahawk.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You saw how that went for the droid army when they went up against a little kid in an aeroplane.
I like that reference.
Now this
Oh,
is pod race.
there's a big bridge off to the right there, Mel.
A big bridge.
Can you see it?
Clouds.
To the right.
So
Oh,
what
that's
bridge is
probably-
that?
Yeah, so that's the one of the connections between Shikoku and the mainland.
Yes, it looks like it goes between Naruto and Waji? Because that's a Waji
Minamiawaji.
island.
Minamiawaji. Yeah, that's. Sorry. Oh yeah, Awaji.
Waji Island. In fact, I'm looking at the top of it, aren't I? So actually, it's not that part at all. That's coming into Akashi. That
Yeah,
bridge.
so that two-step process to get from onto solid land. I mean, everything's an island if you just. Yeah.
Everything's an island if you want it to be.
Yep.
I'd like to be an island for the day.
Just sit
That'd
at
be
the
cool,
beach.
wouldn't it?
Right, Mel, we're coming up on 20 miles to run, straight line
Yeah.
distance.
Has Mel just drifted away from you? Is that just a bug on my screen?
Where's Mel? I can't even
For me,
see
I'm
Mel.
quite close to the bridge. I had no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, he went over to look off at the bridge. Yeah, I can see Mel off to my right. Where are you, Banshee?
Behind.
Far
Which we had
behind?
I
to- I'm not sure actually. It shouldn't be that far, but I am again on a frozen screen, so.
Oh dear.
Back in the day when
Oh, I've completely crashed now. Actually, excellent.
Oh no.
Evan.
as in sim crash, I think.
Yeah. This time.
I don't know if that's the sound of air or if there are like birds tweeting in the cabin, but it's really, really disturbing.
Right, I'm starting my descent now. Let me just check.
You're starting your descent, okay? Time to
Osaka International Airport has an elevation of 50 feet.
drop 50 feet.
Yeah, this is another one that's just built out into the sea.
Aha.
So I'm going to come down to 2,000 feet initially.
2,000 feet. It takes a TBM at least 8 seconds to reach 2,000 feet, so...
Well, this is true. I could probably have descended a lot closer, but I'm just taking it nice and easy. I can't even see you anymore, Mel. Where are you?
Harbour Pole. I'm just coming towards you now.
I've got a sheet of cloud around me, to be fair.
Me too. Oh yeah. I'm just redlining it, or near redlining it, as I descend. Just to catch up to you.
There's actually quite a large hill in front of me here. I might want to back off the rate of descent a second.
Indicates all the hills. You're not that close to the hill.
I'm looking at this synthetic vision thing. It looks below me.
Yeah, but by the time you get there, you'll be past it.
Well, I backed off my rate so I don't hit it. You can't criticise that.
Me, on the other hand, still going 3,000 feet per minute towards it.
Diving on your nose, yeah.
See, perfectly fine.
Else passengers' eardrums are just evaporating as we speak.
I think the only passengers I have are these tweeting birds. So, it's really weird sound.
Tweeting birds, that sounds a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Mm.
Oh,
0
yeah,
degrees
what's
C.
that?
I'm probably going to get some icing here.
I'm gonna need
Peter heats are on.
slow down. The only way to slow down is up. So, yeah. Bye.
Oh, good, I'm back on the world map.
I'm just descending below the clouds as well, because I want to actually be able to see.
The world map shows us almost being sunrise now in Japan.
How far are we going out on this approach?
So the runway is 3. What did I say it was?
3-2, I think.
3-2.
3-2. So I should be able to break out of cloud in a second and see them both. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of icing now.
I can see
actually
Kitty on the
saw-
map, I suppose.
I don't even see the airfield. I think it's that big thing over there.
Which also disappeared now. Oh,
Oh yeah, I see where the airport is.
and
I'm
there
just
you are.
heading this way. Okay, yeah. What do you want to do? Are we overflying or are we just going to go straight out?
No, I'm just turning right to put it on my tail. Try and go downwind. Downwind left.
Alright, I'll try
So I
and
can
follow
actually
you.
spot it.
How fast are you going?
Uh,
Right.
I'm only doing 210. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm downwind now, mate.
Alright. You said 210?
Yeah.
Gosh. I've got to speed up.
Wait, I was wrong. I thought it was Kansai International, but it's Osaka.
Wow, my frames have just dropped down to 20. I'm hoping the stream hasn't pooped itself.
That's what happened to me. I got like 20, 30 frames and then it died.
Osaka is busy. There's a lot of buildings here.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going for 3-2 left, Mel. All right, mate.
Alright.
Just past the end of the runway.
You did?
Yep.
Oh.
It's the gear limiting
I
speed
passed
on
the
this
end of the
thing.
runway. I don't know. Maybe there's a
Gear extension 182. Got it.
108. I don't even know what mine is.
I'm going to have to do the ILS for 3-2 left because my wonderful GPS system doesn't seem to want to load in the RNAV for 3-2 right, so...
This is 178, which I'm just below.
The right nut says the stream is still going, so rest assured, I suppose.
Nice. It's good to hear.
I was getting
Yeah.
some really poor frames just then.
They're gonna witness me and Jimbo smash it into Osaka.
Where are you, Mel?
I'll just turn like base. You're doing that now, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. That's good. What's your speed on approach?
I'm doing 130 at the moment. On base. Oh, I might have overshot the runway a little bit here, mate.
Oh dear. You want to swap out for right?
Let me see once I've got round the turn. I can go back to left. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right one, aren't I?
You can go
Yeah, I'll
for
take the right one then.
Oh, okay. You sure you got enough space to land that chunky thing?
Where's Mel?
I'm just pretty much behind you to the left. I'll speed up a bit.
God, I'm terribly high.
Although I say I'm going to speed up, but I'm way over my white arc, so I don't think I can speed up. Oh dear, I'm going to be.
I can't
landing
see. Oh, I can see you. You're a lot higher than me. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot faster, unfortunately.
Well, then you'll need the long runway, won't you? I'm doing 100 knots now.
See the difference between me and you? I am a professional.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it opposite?
Oh gosh. I
What's
just
that?
sped past.
Nothing. Poor joke.
No, I'm not the professional, mate. Far from it.
Yeah, he was just the captain.
There's puppies though. Very good.
There are
Excellent.
puppies, but I'm way too high and way too fast.
I want to see Mel. I can't see him.
I'm in front of you
He's
now.
forwards.
Oh, there you are.
I'm doing a flapless approach, apparently, because I can't slow down enough.
I mean, flaps are just air brakes though. Come on.
I think I'm technically in the beta range as well. That's just, I didn't even know.
Have you got your gear down?
I do.
Okay, that's good. That's a start. That's a start.
This thing's not slowing down at all. I'm 140 knots and I'm literally flaring. This is going to be a
Jesus
very
Christ.
very long landing. Putting down my flaps on the flare. Oh yeah, there.
TBM is too angry to slow down.
Oh, I can't wait for the next red out call out. That probably shouldn't be on this aircraft.
I got a very smooth landing, but I'm also very far away from where I should have landed. Can't activate the reverse.
I think the doesn't the terrain advisory warning thing, doesn't that give you call outs?
Okay, so activating the reverses turns off my avionics. That's nice to know.
That's probably the worst landing I've ever done.
You-
I've had some bad ones.
Right behind me. Oh wow. Okay, I'm still.
Oh,
on
there's
the
some absolute choppy frames going on right now, Jim.
Yes, Osaka is pretty fucking rough apparently.
I think my Wi-Fi has gone out, but my Ethernet is still
Where
working.
where are you then? I can't see you. I can see you, Mel.
Can't you
Maybe
just
my
out?
mic haven't turned on when I spawned back in.
Well, I think he's actually too far away from us.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Yeah, he's further down.
I don't know where to get off the runway. Oh, is there one at the end? Yes. Okay. Good. Right. Ah, my Wi-Fi's come back.
Right, where are you, Kitty?
I got another 13 miles to run.
Okay. I might be nice and let you land before we end the stream. Oh, there's a GA apron over here. Perfect.
He caught up really well. If he's only that far away. There's a GA apron over there. I've got to cross this humongous runway.
Interestingly, everyone's parked in the... Get out of the way, fire engine. No, don't you dare. Stop.
The
I have
stream
right of way.
Isn't looking too great.
Say again.
I think the stream is quite laggy on my end.
Oh dear.
It might just be my end and my Wi-Fi is not.
Hang on, let me go back to the internal view.
Is happening for you, Kitty, as well on the stream?
Yeah, I was just kind of watching the stream in the background, and it was getting really choppy.
Yeah. I don't know how the sound is. I don't have the sound on, but the video is a bit interesting.
Might be the game as well though.
I think it's my card is doing the encoding, so I think my card is having a difficult time doing this and the encoding. Oh, there's already a plane here. Oh, excellent.
I gotta slow down now. The weirdest thing though, the reverses turn off the avionics. That doesn't seem right. I might put it onto battery then.
Run the battery out.
Yeah. No.
Sound was apparently fine. Was a bit choppy. Started at the landing. Says the right nut.
Awesome. Oh,
Oh,
that.
there's a bus.
What are you
Where-
talking about?
I just followed you into a dead end. I have.
That
Okay.
does not look right to me. What are you doing? That is not straight. I'm being marshalled on here.
You got a marshal?
Yeah, I got a marshaller.
I want a marshal.
You're not having one. No, that's not... Oh my god.
If I render people, do I get a marshal? Let's see.
I'm stuck in traffic actually.
Stuck in traffic.
Yeah, there's this bus in front of me.
Alright, brakes are on. Back to low idle.
What's this look
I
like?
have a lot of workers at airports. Let's chuck that up a little bit. See if I get some people.
Where's that scenery, TBM?
Oral warning, okay.
It is.
Does it have a what?
That's a scenery TBM as well. So I'm getting an overdose right now.
Right. An overdose.
EBM overdose.
Gosh, they're the worst. I don't get how this gate works. There's too many lines. And Banshee, that next turning is the next gate, by the way. There's nothing in between us.
Ah.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I do then? I'm just gonna go somewhere then. Why not?
You just go to the front and then to the right. That's oh, where are you going?
I'm going on an adventure.
I think we're about to have an uninvited guest here, Jimbo.
Who's
How are
that?
you- How far?
Jimbo's already inside of a plane for me, though, so... I
Yeah,
feel
one
like,
of you guys has just bucked inside a plane on my screen.
I've just got all the airport traffic turned off. So. Yeah, but where are you going, Banshee? Just gonna park inside that little hut.
Yeah. See, there's a car hat. I don't wanna. I park next to it, so I just don't wanna use my legs too much.
Right, where's Kitty?
Base leg, left base.
Oh wow, you caught up really well.
I don't mess about.
Well,
Okay. I'm
that's a
on
lie,
board.
isn't it?
Well, I didn't have to use the autopilot.
I am the camera vehicle. I'm allowed. Right, this
As you keep repeating endlessly. Right, brakes, pressurized undercarriage down, mixtures of full rich, and fuel pumps can come on.
Can you go for runway 32 right, please?
Sure thing.
Thank you. That way I get to
Come on.
get the camera
Sit
over
on
to you.
stage. Instruments are all good. Carb heat we don't have. Hatches and harness is secure, and the lights are on. Look out below, bitches.
I can see his lights very well.
Yeah, I can see him. Just over it.
Good stuff.
Oh, this drone camera moves very slowly. How do I improve that?
Final to land.
Drone speed. Oh, drone speed. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
If you've got an Xbox controller, you can use that as your camera controller, by the way.
Well, I don't, so...
Oh, alright.
Very big if.
Where has he gone? I can't see you against the bright sky. You're definitely going for 3-2 right, yeah?
I am.
You disappeared.
He's still on final.
Oh, there he is. Looks like you're going for 3-2 left there.
No, it's definitely the right-hand one.
Yeah, he's on the right.
Hmm.
He's already past the left.
Hmm.
Well, let's see this butter then. All I see is your wing lights, but that works. Oh, there we go.
Interestingly, you are completely off on my camera, and you're about to land between the runways.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's perfect on the centre line. Really?
Oh, there you go. Drone speed. That's fucking amazing.
Okay.
You're watching me chase him. I'm watching him land. You're basically doing... What's that actor's name who landed on a taxiway? You're doing one of them.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, you're doing a Harrison Ford.
I can assure you I landed beautifully on the very centre line of runway.
Are you
32
down
right.
now?
Yeah.
That's peculiar.
I was a solid meter to the left of the center line.
Oh, come on.
On my screen, mate, he's a solid half a kilometre to the left of the centre line. And now he's just taxiing across the grass. Well,
Yeah, well,
Microsoft, you've created an incredible simulation here, but this is a little bit weird. Can you fix this, please?
Frames, landing lights. Flaps up. Transponders off. Fuel pumps can come off. Don't know where the hell I'm gonna park. Should I just stick it at a gate?
Can do.
Where are you guys parked?
Okay, well, I can't really guide you because where you are on my screen is obviously wrong. Are you anywhere near the high-speed exit off the runway you've just landed on?
I came off on the one before the high speed, I think.
Okay, so you came off. Give me a letter. Give me a letter.
we're past all the terminals. So,
Did you get off at what's this one say? Oh God, can't even read it.
I'm just coming past. I think it's Charlie 4.
Charlie 4.
Yeah, Charlie 4.
Oh, Charlie 4.
Jimbo, you also seem to be a female
Oh,
pilot.
I see a TBM parked up on my right. Is that one of you guys?
It could be actually. Yeah, you're about there actually.
I don't.
For 2.
Well, there are a few, but you're quite far from us.
Echo 4. I have no idea where Charlie 4 is. Alpha 3. You just carry on straight down the taxiway, mate. I don't know if you... Oh, Charlie 4. Yeah, carry on straight. And take one of the next rights. I don't know if you can see a yellow Boeing.
It's his,
Yeah, I see a yellow Airbus.
An Airbus even. Take a right before then.
yeah.
I see a bunch of TBMs. I don't see
I
some
just-
dopey King Air though,
You
unfortunately.
take a left and then a right straight away.
I'm at the end of the line of TBMs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just casually hovering above the right-hand runway there, Kitty.
Yeah, Lucas says it's a weird-looking aircraft carrier, but that's very funny you should say that because there's no such thing as a Japanese aircraft carrier. It's a helicopter patrol ship,
Yeah. Helicopter destroyer.
helicopter destroyer.
Oh, I see. What is this, to save on taxation, or is it genuinely not for planes?
The Constitution says they can't have aircraft.
Yeah, the Americans
Uh,
made them sign something as part of the peace agreement that said they're never going to build any more aircraft carriers. So they just get around it by saying it's a really big destroyer that carries aircraft. Haha.
Oh dear. Right, well, you're just ending up parking in the middle of nowhere there, Kitty.
He's next
I'm
to Bush.
parked right to everyone. I'm doing a lovely job.
Well, if you saw the stream, you're not. And I'm blaming that on you.
The stream's lying.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Well, there we
Right.
have it, guys. Hopefully we've not bored you too much of our little tour of Japan. We've got another leg ahead of us, which is going to take us further... We're going further east, aren't we, guys? Northeast?
Northeast.
Yeah, we're going all the way to Tokyo.
So, we hope you'll join us in that one, and we'll try not to make it too boring. But that was mostly Kitty's fault this time. I know. Pick a faster plane next time.
Mate, I'm going to break the jet out again next time.
Perfect. I mean, that will be great. That will at least be better than this.
We could all do jets.
We may well do. Join us in the next stream to find out what we end up deciding on. And also, if you want to choose for us, you can probably place some votes, and we'll try and pick the one that gets the most votes. Maybe. Don't know.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Well, it's bye
Yeah,
from me.
cheers for joining us, guys. Thanks very much, and do the thumbs uppy thing and the subscribey thing if you like what we do. If you've got any suggestions, put them in the comments or whatever, and we're happy to read and take them on board. Cheers. Good
We'd
night
greatly appreciate
from Kitty. Bye bye.
Night from me and the rest of the guys. Say something.
I hope I didn't waffle too much.
Thanks, everyone.
No, it was great. We love the Banshee tour guide. It was great.
It was brilliant. I'm sure they all appreciated it. Bye-bye.
Okay, good night, guys.